Almost the same.
Hey, Parkies.
Would you rather sink in the cum or cum in the sink?
Wonderful, now we have two.
Parkies, would you rather sink in the cum or cum in the sink?
Hello, Parkies. Welcome back to Parkade Pals, episode 26?
Halfway, Parkies.
We've done it, Parkies. 26
We
weeks.
did it!
26,
Halfway!
26 weeks without missing a beat of uploading every Saturday.
Yeah.
We're halfway done, and my...
we were very close, 2 days.
Yes, multiple times we've been very close to missing.
In fact, minutes off, sometimes seconds.
The one frame render of that image. This is Halloween. It was the Halloween.
We've had some shitty episodes, Parkies. We've had some shitty dog
That's
shit.
great, because if we go back to our roots, the goal was to make shit. The goal was to make trash. Here's to a worse second half, Parkies.
But it feels worse when it's, actually dog shit, you know?
But this is actually dog shit.
Dog shit. This is at least something.
I can't wait for both of us to start making solo content, and then we actually care about it, and then it's like a night and day from Parkade Pal's production value to actually good mic quality.
The Halloween episode, easily our worst one so far. I think that's pretty easy. We're talking, you can't see us. It's Pac-Man gameplay. There's a jump scare for some reason. It's I think the second worst one is the Nubby's Number Factory one, because, there's content, but, I'm saying nothing.
Yeah.
The entire video.
I love the halfway point.
And then I think the third one would be the one where we didn't have any video. We had audio for it. And then there's also a jump scare in the middle of that one.
If I'm being honest, I just kind of love Parkade Pals as a concept. I'm glad we're doing this.
It wasn't this before. It wasn't. It was just going to be one
the original
episode
thought was one episode in
where
pitch
you can't
black.
see us.
And it was
Which,
just us
why
talking.
are we even recording in the first
Well,
place?
it wouldn't be pitch black. It'd just be very dark.
Yeah.
So you'd still be able to make out things.
My idea was the yearly thing, and it turned into something cool.
We decided to keep going with the weekly uploads, which now that I'm thinking about it, weekly is... Wow. But also, if you do monthly for a year, you walk away with,
12 episodes.
nothing to show for it.
Where I feel like we're going to have that a lot of people. So, for context, Parkies, someone just came around the corner and looked me in the eyes and was like, oh, there's people there. Oh. So, So, I guess we should give a little context.
We are filming this on a Wednesday.
Indeed. Yes.
At university at 4:50 p.m. right now. It is packed to the brim with students in this library, and it is too windy to film outside. It will be entirely not legible.
But it's so nice.
But it is so nice outside. If we had lobs with dead cats, we could definitely.
Dead cats?
That's the fuzzy.
I don't want a dead cat.
That's the fuzzy pop filter.
I don't want a dead cat.
You're the film dude. How do you not know that?
I'm not actually.
Parkade Pal 1 here, failing at their only job.
I do photography, not film.
Okay, you take many photos, and then you spool them, and what do you have? Film. Whoa. Yeah.
I'm not going to stand for this, Parkies.
Yeah, because you're shitting down.
I'm
Fuck
staging
you.
a revolution. We were supposed to have a guest this episode, but
They
flaked
flaked
on
on us. This
Actually,
was supposed to be a guest
did he ever
episode.
agree to do the
Yeah,
guest?
he did, but then he's like, oh, I want to go hang out with my girlfriend, whatever that means. So, Parkies,
I thought it was always bros before hoes.
Yeah, it turns
I'm
out
sorry.
it's...
I don't mean that at all. Farron said her name, but you're really nice, and
She's not going to watch this. Bros before hoes, Samuel.
No.
Listen, Samuel.
No.
All right? She's a wonderful lady.
She's very, very
She's
nice.
a wonderful
She's been
woman.
nothing but good to me
But
at all.
the pals come first, and I think that's a reasonable distinction to make.
I think it's actually fine. They're really good together. They're wonderful people.
pal.
I like them a lot. But yeah, also Parkies, we're gonna have a guest sometime in February.
We have
Near the end of February.
we have to sit you down and have a talk.
Yeah. So, Black History Month.
We're gonna
make it worse.
We're gonna ruin Black History Month.
Worse than the world's been bad right now.
The world's been very bad.
Very bad. We're gonna make it all the more
Parkies,
worse.
to put into consideration the type of guest we're gonna have on the pod, we don't endorse any of what they believe.
We're gonna say this every episode until
we
this
don't
episode.
agree with anything they believe.
Yeah.
In fact, we are opposed to the vast majority of the things they believe in. In fact, it would be reasonable to say that we are opposed to all of the things that they believe in.
Okay.
I
I shouldn't say that, because they might believe something slightly fine.
there's like a rounding error of things worth
Yeah.
of what we agree on, okay?
Yeah.
So, Parkies, there's going to be a man by the name of Logan on this podcast sometime late February. Now, late February, that will most likely be our first guest episode.
Oh God, no! We have to get a guest before then. That can't be our first one.
When we talk about the slogan guy,
Parkers, I want to preface this by saying we don't want to do this. We're being blackmailed
no, we
into it.
don't want to do this. He
This-
has really, really, really bad stuff on the both of us right now.
Yeah.
Mostly me, but like also Parkade Pal one. Really bad stuff. And I'd just like to say that once again, we don't condone them. Think about, like, you know Mussolini?
Yeah. So, like,
So
if he
similar.
did die, people would tie him
And they'd celebrate.
around the
They'd
back of a car,
celebrate.
and they would drive him across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. They would
Yeah.
parade him around.
He is...
Shame bell and all.
Yeah, shame bell and everything. Basically, what I'm saying is he's like the big Yahoo, if you know what I'm talking about.
I will say, if there's an episode you can skip that one. But
Yeah.
it will technically count towards the trophy, unfortunately. So,
But everybody, please just communally skip it so you don't cheat, nobody gets ahead.
but like
Just-
it is kind of an advantage. Like if
just
you can get
no,
through it,
Just gentleman's agreement, everybody skip that one.
it's like the
and
Necronomicon.
resume.
If you
No.
open it, you'll be cursed with knowledge beyond your comprehension, and you will die. But like, if you can get through it, you basically guarantee the trophy. Like you have
You have an episode's lead, yeah.
Yeah.
But I will say, Parkies, it's not worth it. Just gentleman's agreement it. Everybody skip that one.
Yeah.
Start on the next
better
one.
have 0 views. I better see
I
no
better
fucking
see-
views.
if there is one view, we will find you.
And it's probably going to be Logan. But 2 views,
Yeah.
then we'll find you.
He's been stalking us.
Yeah.
Parkies.
Yeah.
He's found out where we live.
And he's going to kill us, I think.
This is problematic.
Anyways, welcome to Parkade
Parkies,
Pals.
welcome to Parkade Pals.
As always, we start off with small talk. So
As
Parkade
always.
Pal Zero. What has your week been doing?
Because we did start with small talk this episode. My week,
It always gets better in the second half, Parkies. Don't worry.
my week's been a nothing burger kind of.
Sick. You have nothing going on in your life.
No,
Yeah, something did happen.
So I got to see Parkade Pal one's house
Did we talk about this last
for the
episode?
first time.
Did it happen?
Holy moly!
No, it wouldn't have happened.
Parkade Pal one's house is awesome. It's like a cat cafe, except it's like a house, and there's like less cats.
Yeah. That's a pretty apt description.
Yeah, it's like very similar to that, honestly.
Yeah.
I bonded with Parkade Pal one's dad. That was a great experience.
Weird experience.
Best time of my life. Best night of my life.
Yeah.
Love your dad. Wow.
My week went
Anyways,
okay.
yeah, what's your week been like?
I played D&D with Parkade Pal Zero, my dad, and my sister. It was fun. DMing. Okay, so let me preface this first. Another part of my week is we started school, guys. Wait, what?
Parkies.
Have we not talked about that yet?
No, because the last episode was filmed and uploaded
What
last
the
Saturday.
fuck? That was before it started.
Indeed.
Parkies, this is the first episode where we started school. We have so
Indeed.
much to talk about. Or I have so much to talk about. Parkies, we have started classes. And it has been... It's felt like it's been 2
Parkies.
weeks. Because I fucking hate class. I don't want to be in school anymore, Parkies. Just put me in the job. Just put me... Honestly, I feel like I could do a chemistry job pretty competently at
Probably
this point.
not.
I feel like I have enough information that I could...
Probably not.
They'd probably just put me... Be like, hey, make this thing. And I could maybe do it.
I'd argue most of what you'll be doing is probably going to be like fourth year stuff if you're doing it at a company.
I don't think so, honestly. I think that most of it... I genuinely do unironically think that I have most of these skills to do like a lot of industry work or I have the ability to learn fairly easily. Like, I have all the fundamentals that I could pick up a good amount of it. I basically have
I
as
don't
much.
think you do.
I basically have as much information.
I am quite well versed in chemistry, so I don't think
as like an undergraduate who really did badly would have. And so I think the next like year or so is just going to be me refining those skills and learning like a couple new things, which I think will be useful. It'll make me better at my jobs, but I don't think I can do it. God, Parkies.
I'm so tired, Parkies. I'm so yawny.
Yeah, I have a course that I'm taking this year, Parkies, and I'm going to talk about it for a little bit because it's an interesting course. This course
I get nothing.
Is a senior level course. You can talk later, Parkade Pal 0. I keep on wanting to call you Parkade Pal 1, but you're not. I'm number 1. You're number 0.
Because I'm epic. Because I'm 0 and I'm hero, and you're 1 and you fucking suck.
Isn't it 1 is the loneliest number? No, 2 is the loneliest number. What's the loneliest number?
1. Why the fuck would it be 2?
No, there's a song about this. 1's the loneliest number, but 2 is...
lonelier. Like, what the fuck is the song?
I feel like 0 would be lonelier because there's no one. Anyways, I have a course that I'm taking. It's called Chemistry 555. It's an organic laboratory course. And Parkies, you know me, you know I hate organic chemistry. But last semester, I had a really good experience with organic chemistry. So now I like organic chemistry. And so now I'm doing a course about organic chemistry.
That's a lesson about life.
Experiment.
Sometimes
things change. People change like the tides in the ocean.
And that'll be it for today's episode. Thank you for coming for today's message.
Yeah, we could just pack up now, honestly.
Thank you for coming for today's gospel.
Oh, shit! I left my headphones on.
No, you didn't.
I get pranked. Anyways, so...
even though you couldn't have possibly fell for it because you hear the audio. There's zero possible way that they fell for that.
Yeah, someone came 555. It's an entirely laboratory course. It's scary because it's a senior level course. I'm not a senior. And it is all like
the super
practical.
seniors are in there. All the pedophiles.
Actually, yeah. What? We're in university.
Like and subscribe.
They're not pedophiles, but there is someone who is in their, I believe, 5th year.
Yeah, and they're a chud. I've heard they're a chud. I've heard there's a chud around.
They're not the chud. They're actually really nice. So it's a 16-person course. There's 16 people in the entire course. It's entirely laboratory focused. So we have 3 experiments that we have to do over the entire semester. And we have 3 lab reports that are with 60% of our grade. 20% each. Jesus Christ, Parkies. This is going to be probably fairly stressful, but I'm doing something to counteract it. Or maybe not, I don't know. I'm probably going to drop one of the courses that I'm currently enrolled in to sort of like lower down my schedule, because right now it's kind of being a little bit stressful, I think. And it might
people
get more
can't do
stressful.
anything.
What do you mean by you people?
Like and subscribe, Parkies.
Parkade Pal 0 has been very homophobic, racist, transphobic.
I didn't specify what type of person I was mad at you for being.
Yeah, but I covered the entire spectrum. Those are all the things I am. I'm either trans,
You're racist,
gay,
you're transphobic, and you're homophobic?
No, I'm either trans, gay, or a race. I'm all 3 of those things.
Nope, there's more things, Parkies.
Name one thing.
I think that you're ugly. And I think ugly people can't do anything.
Anyways, Parkies.
Didn't think of that one, did ya?
The course has been
gotcha, liberal.
Cool. But I like the professor. The TAs are super awesome. All of my lab mates, except for one,
the chud.
is
the
really
chud.
cool. There's
the
a chuddy guy, Parkies. There's a chuddy in my my lab.
I have a confession to make. The last episode, we decided who would win by who's in the AI mentioned summary.
Yes.
And it doesn't exist anymore.
No.
Like the people mentioned thing, it was an AI feature that they got rid of. So I automatically lose.
If it does exist later
I didn't know
on,
that when I made the bet.
Yeah, me neither. To be fair, neither of us know, so neither of us was explaining that.
I guess, but I feel like I lost, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I feel like I got the short end of the stick there, Parkies.
It happens. If the feature does come back, though, you can
get the point.
Well, he might not be in that. It might be they have like a limit of the amount of people that could be in there, and they pick everybody except for Hitler before.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know
For some
what
reason,
it-
you're just so
Maybe
like
it's alphabetical.
You have
H
zero
comes pretty late.
understanding that like
Fetty
these
Wap
names
is
can-
F. You're doing it in your head. Yeah. So we
He'd be
could-
second because we did Fetty Wap and then Benjamin Netanyahu B. Ooh, is that why his name's a B? You think that's like a Mossad thing?
Anyways, so the
They
course
did that
has
on
been
purpose.
pretty interesting.
They made him in a lab, like the president in Full Metal Alchemist.
I'm gonna learn a lot of laboratory techniques, and I'm super excited for it. I'm gonna give you guys updates because Parkes, I love chemistry. Chemistry's so fun. It's so cool. I picked the right major, I think. I got crazy.
Got
By the way,
Parkey's flashback to episode like 15, where Parkade Pal 1
this
was
is
like,
though.
when Parkade Pal 1 was like, oh guys, I don't know if I hate chemistry.
Yep. So
Parkey's, I hate chemistry, and now we're here.
there's a lot of realization, and I'm very happy
No, there
that
isn't.
we're recording a year of our lives in week format, because you change a lot in a year, but you don't really realize it because you have the like continuous
Day
like,
by
you-
day, nothing changes.
you think you're
But
continuous?
You look back, and everything's different. Parkey's.
Yeah,
Like and subscribe.
I had a bit of a realization. Turns out I do like chemistry. What I don't like is university, because university is kind of fucking stupid in the way that they monetize
Oh
everything.
yeah. Here we go. And
We already had this conversation.
Next up, we're getting the fucking. I'm gonna insert the Facebook GIF of the kids going through school, and the lady cuts all their thoughts into squares, and that's Parkade Pal 1 right now.
All the other kids with the pumped up kicks.
There was a person in my high school I knew who did bad on a test, and they posted one of those on their story, unironically, and I actually
That's tough.
that was
That's tough.
that shit was tough.
Yeah.
That shit was tough. Dude.
Yeah.
You successfully told the Calgary Board of Education what to do
I know.
with that one Facebook meme.
And what are they gonna fucking do now? They're soft locked. Now they have to fix
Yeah,
school.
they got fucked. Yeah,
They gotta fix school. Anyways, yeah.
Parkey's school sucks.
No, but the university education system is kind of fucked up in like quite a bit of ways. It doesn't really prioritize education. It prioritizes money making, which is not what an educational institution should ever do.
But that is what they all do anyway.
It is what they all do, because
doesn't
we live in a
really
capitalistic society where if we did not monetize education, then it would not be valuable, because it's infinitely more
I
valuable
saw a post
to
the other
just
day
do things.
about like people who have like the post was something along the lines of like me watching grown men have the same discoveries about life that I had at 12 years old, and it's like a guy going like, if you walk past other people, they also have their own life. And it's like, you ever meet somebody who's
No.
just fucking dumb?
Oh my God, no.
He's just fucking stupid.
That's not what it is, though, because that's a
I think that is what it is. I think it's just that they're fucking
that's a
dumb.
reoccurring realization, because the thing is that I've realized that I think at every stage of my life. I forget what it's literally called, but it's like being dwarfed by like the sheer complexity of the world. Your brain simplifies it down. Like when you're driving on the road, you don't think about the lives that everybody's leading.
It's like somehow it's usually men. It's like usually these fucking men, and they're all like manosphere fucking idiots, and they sit here and they go, guys, maybe like we can't prove this God stuff. Guys, what they're saying could be wrong.
Okay.
Have you guys ever tried washing your hands?
Okay,
Guys,
I want to say
why don't this was a fucking real one too.
Okay.
This is the washing your hands one I made up.
Yeah.
The other one is real. This one is also real. Guys, why don't we just inject people with a tiny amount of the virus so that they build up immunity
I can
to
tell
it?
you why. It's because it gives you autism.
No, but
We
they
don't
think the
do that.
vaccines give you autism. So they wonder why you don't just do that instead of doing the vaccines.
Well, no, but if we did that, then it would be a vaccine which gives you autism.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like the infinity thing. It's like Fauci. I'll stop there.
I would like to say there's nothing wrong
With being a fucking idiot? No, there is kind of
with
something
being
wrong with
uneducated
being a
and
fucking
then learning and then having your mind expanded. There's nothing wrong with that.
idiot. No, there isn't.
Parkes, you should learn and you should admit when you don't know something.
Parkes, you should never stop learning things, okay? Like, by the time you die, you should be like a repository of as many fucking things as you could possibly gather, right? You should have all of the earthly experiences in your brain, okay?
Well, you can't.
However, if you hit 30 and you are just now making these very basic assumptions and realizations about the world, you might be cooked. Like, it might be too late for you.
No.
And I don't think you should vote. Like, that's like just one thing. I don't think you deserve to have opinion on who...
The problem...
The whole thing is like, oh, we trust in people to have the intelligence to govern themselves.
Yeah.
I think that's bullshit.
Well, okay.
I don't trust that at all. People can't fucking make breakfast in the morning. There's some people who don't know how to do fucking anything.
Oh, yeah.
Why would I trust them to govern themselves? And then also on top of that, me.
Yeah. I will say...
Parky's... This is a heated episode.
I will say, I think the problem comes, like, you can be dumb. As long as you're searching for ways to not be dumb, the problem comes when you're dumb, and then you're just like, yeah, no, I don't need to, think about these things. Like, obviously I know vaccines are bad. I don't need to think about that, right? Like, I know that putting something in your body that didn't exist 100 years ago, that's bad. Like, absolutely bad. Which is very funny, by the way, because I think
so many things
Butterfingers
yes.
existed in the 1920s.
So many things existed 100 years ago, and so many things didn't as well.
Yeah.
That it's just like...
I think that's fine.
The weirdest shit.
I like Butterfingers. They're good.
Well, it's not even that. It's like if it didn't exist a fucking gajillion years, if it didn't exist like 1,000 years ago, you shouldn't be eating it. I heard somebody refer to a diet as a high testosterone diet.
That's
as
so
if
funny.
testosterone is a nutrient. It's like a macro that you can get.
That's just injections.
Which does imply
That's
the existence of a high estrogen diet. So all my dolls out there, look into that.
What'd you gesture to me?
I'm just kind of gesturing at the camera.
No, you're not actually. You're currently gesturing to me.
This is just very good positioning because you're one of my dolls out there.
This is how you
all
gesture
of my
to
dolls
the camera.
out there. Check out that high estrogen diet because I'm sure it might help you. I don't know. Maybe it'll.
That is actually an interesting subsection of the trans community.
He was like a right wing manosphere freak.
But I have seen people who are like, dude, I can't afford HRT, or dude, I can't get HRT where I am.
Drink soy.
So I'm just gonna do as much soy as possible.
I wonder, soy works.
I wonder, because this is a thing, touching receipts reacts with the oil in your body, and it does produce estrogen, I think.
No, it doesn't. It produces cancer. It kills you. It's carcinogenic. It doesn't make estrogen. That's not real. The real thing is that it's carcinogenic.
Yes, I know it's carcinogenic, but
No, it's
not associated.
Real.
It wouldn't be associated with high estrogen levels, but I thought there was some theory that was like...
Yeah, no, there's people who are like, a receipt paper lowers your testosterone.
Okay, it will not, no, but I'm pretty sure I heard from a scientific source that there... I could absolutely be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I heard from a scientific source.
Yeah,
it was something...
The Guardian.
Okay, maybe.
I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Anyways, nonetheless,
guessing outlets.
I wonder, what is that? I know that it's somewhat something that people do, but how far do people go with like foods that technically, yes, can increase your estrogen levels or your testosterone levels?
They don't.
They do to a very slight
No. The soy thing is literally just not real. It actually doesn't do anything.
There are things that affect your hormone levels. There are foods that affect your hormone
levels. Drink the horse urine, guys. Like, it's
not
doable.
Horse urine. There are foods
you can drink
that
the
are
horse
healthy,
urine, and it will spike your estrogen a lot. Okay, you can do that, but I don't.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's how they made pills back in my day.
Not healthy. Not good
that's
for
how
you.
I did my transition. However.
Do you know you don't need to spend money on diabetes tests? Because if you piss on the ground and ants swarm around it, you know you have diabetes.
Just piss on a glucose test strip.
Don't swarm around your piss, but you don't need a glucose test strip. You pee near ants, they go swarm around, then you have diabetes.
Why would they not just swarm around anyway?
What? They wouldn't. Cause
why not?
It's salty and there's no glucose in it. They like glucose.
But sure, there might be something else in the piss.
Well, no,
what if you're pissing out like a high, like
They can smell
protein content, and
They
they're
don't
like, "Oh
care
fuck
about
yeah!"
that. They're sugar motivated.
What if you're pissing out?
Also, I don't think
Never
your
mind.
piss would have a high protein content.
It could.
I don't.
There's
it
got to be
wouldn't
some
filter
medical
Out,
issue.
it wouldn't filter out. I mean, maybe.
There's got to be some
Blood.
yeah, like
Actually,
down the
blood.
line.
Blood, maybe.
Blood has protein in it.
Does it?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
It has everything in it. That's how it works.
Bio's my big gap, guys, and I hope I never have to do any work.
It carries all of the nutrients and shit to your body. So yes, it does have protein.
Carries oxygen. It carries all the nutrients.
Yeah. So the red blood cell, the oxygen sits on the blood cell and it goes down the veins.
Yeah. So it's just oxygen. Oxygen's not a protein. I'm pretty sure.
Iron is.
No, actually, no. I
Hemoglobin. Shout out, chat. Anyways,
who up they globin in the
who
chat?
up he himing they globin right now.
Pronouns in the blood.
Bio.
Anyways, how's your first week of classes? Parkade Pals.
I
0.
recently had a conversation with somebody, and they looked me dead in the eyes and told me, all of these big news companies are owned by Israel, and then they said Washington Post. Do you know who owns the Washington Post? Jeff Bezos bought it 4 years ago. He's not Jewish, nor is he Israeli, nor is he Zionist, nor is he any of these things. In fact, Washington Post were the people who publicized the names of the children that Israel killed with their bombings. How can you, and it's
well,
just
they're distracting people like you
from the truth, yeah. And I just think, how, like I know stupid people exist. But then you see stupid people, and you're like, fuck me. This guy's an idiot.
This guy's
And they always think that, like, I get the Dunning-Kruger effect is a thing. I know what it's all about.
Is this the Dunning-Kruger effect?
That's the thing where dumb people think they're intelligent.
It's the peak of Mount Stupid. It's like when you're learning to do a thing.
No, that's not.
It's competent. The graph is literally competency and like actual knowledge. That's what it is.
No, it's not competency and actual knowledge. It's like confidence and actual knowledge.
Is it?
Yes. Dunning-Kruger, it's like, if you're at the peak of Mount Stupid, it means your intelligence is actually very low, but you have a huge, you think you're very intelligent. That's why it's the peak of Mount Stupid.
Okay. But how would that make sense if you progress in theory? Because, the idea is that you always gain more knowledge. So do those people, will they inevitably reach the valley?
It's more so like
it's
like a...
I don't think the Dunning-Kruger... Also, you know what's really funny?
What?
The Dunning-Kruger effect is, I think, a Dunning-Kruger effect. It's not
really.
called that, I think. That's not the actual name, but people are very confident that that's the name, and are like, no, it's the Dunning-Kruger effect.
I don't know. I don't remember what it is, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Where dumb, it's the thing where dumb people think they're intelligent. It's like a psychology thing.
Parkies, let's just preface this. We don't know what we're talking about.
I don't know.
We're
what I'm talking
stupid.
About. Parkies, we just put ideas out there. All right, we just.
I'm
put
just
ideas
using slang.
I'm just using slang. Calc is short for calculator, and there are some people who are so fucking
And
dumb.
ice is
and
short
they think
for
slippery, and they think that they're so intelligent, and I seriously do not know where it comes from, because internally, if I'm bad at something, I know I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, think about it like this: I cannot do fucking addition. Okay.
What's 9 plus 10?
No, but let's say I can't do fucking addition.
Oh, okay.
Everyone else around
me,
me, guys, I can't do addition.
Yes.
Parkade Pal 1 can.
Yeah, I can.
In what world do I take that and think to myself, Parkade Pal 1 must be a fucking idiot because they can do addition and I can't? How? In what fantasy land do
I
you...
could get it.
No, you can't, because you don't do it.
No, in high school, everybody thinks they're the smartest person.
No,
everybody
they don't.
thinks they're
No,
the
they
most self-aware. Everybody thinks they're the most smart. Everybody going through high school is
Yeah,
like,
but these are grown-ass men talking to me.
But some people never leave high school. Some people, in their brain, never leave the high school mentality at all. I think that's just what it
and
is.
they can vote, you're not understanding, Parky.
High schoolers
they
can vote.
can vote.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Does that not blow your fucking... Does that not fucking... in your head? They can vote. The same people who argue about the Washington Post without knowing
why are
who
you
owns
pointing-
the
why are
Washington
you
Post.
pointing
They
at me?
can vote,
So why are you
Parkies.
pointing at me, though?
Because for some reason, I usually point at you when I talk, but I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah,
So,
you should just
Parkies,
at the camera.
They can vote.
Okay.
The same people
You just
who
pointed at me and said
have
they can
no
vote. At least
fucking
you use
clue.
You use the right pronouns. You know, I
the
do
same
appreciate
people
that.
they can vote, Parkies. They earned that a while back. So
Yeah, people.
the
can
same
be-
fucking idiots decide who runs your country.
Well, to be fair, that's not like so. You're making it like, oh, democracy should be that only smart people.
I have
can
I
vote.
have unironically spent a lot of time
Mm-hmm.
thinking about whether or not, like, a democracy where literally everybody can vote, like, even without graduating high school, should be a valid form of governance.
But, like,
the only reason it exists, the only reason it exists is for political equality. That is
Yes.
the only reason it exists.
Which is
not because it's a better system,
Yeah.
not because it's a more effective system,
Yeah, I
simply because
equality is an important thing to ensure among your people.
yes, it is, but also, like, it's not hard to finish fucking high school, man. Like, the amount of people who came out after Trump started being the worst president America's ever seen and went, guys, I didn't know he was gonna do that. I just voted for him because he said he was gonna make us money. I should fucking kill you. You shouldn't. If you enter the hospital and they put you in a comatose state and you're just vegetative running off of a machine, I would say nothing has changed out of your fucking life. I am baffled at the audacity people have to then immediately backtrack their claim about putting this guy in office and going, guys, I'm sorry. I didn't think about that. Parkies, I'm losing it here,
I
man.
think it's probably.
I genuinely
fine.
think an intelligence-based voting system is probably the best way to go about things for running a country.
No,
if the government went to shit, I would only allow people with certain levels of education to vote.
No.
I think a meritocracy is also the best way to run a country.
Intelligence-based voting is such a stupid idea.
No, it isn't. I think, Parkies, that the way China does it is fucking epic. Okay? So China is...
They don't run a democracy.
They run a similar system. So
Well, they don't have a democracy.
it is democratic.
How
So
long has the leader been in power?
it is still a democracy. Because what happens is when the CCP hosts an election, every candidate is selected by the CCP.
Wow.
However, you do get to vote on the candidate. So it's like kind of a
Interesting.
partial democracy kind of thing. You do get to vote on the candidate, even though all the candidates are selected by the CCP. However, the candidate it's a meritocracy. So the candidates are selected based off of merit and achievement and like what they have done, not based off of personality, which is and the reason that everybody always talks about the CCP and they get everything wrong is not because they never change leadership. Their leadership changes every once in a while, but
And who has more merit to run, the Chinese government than the guy who's been running it for the past while? For the past
yeah, but
quite
that's
long
not
while.
always how that works because sometimes they do just change people in power.
When was the last time?
I do not remember,
Me
40
neither.
years ago? I don't know.
40?
Maybe a bit more. Maybe
So
60.
there's been one leader in power for 40 years.
Yeah, and China is an economical superpower that is only getting stronger.
Well, their human rights may not be,
Are actually only getting better.
but have not been the best throughout the past 40 years.
But they're improving. They
and
were worse
their
40 years
position
ago.
on Hong Kong, I don't
Well, okay,
know.
Parkies, I'm not going to talk about that because
There's-
I am not educated enough.
They're-
And I doubt it's good.
They
However, I
have-
do know that the CIA does pay for protests in Hong Kong, and they do back protests in Hong Kong.
They have one of the
But-
leaders of the Hong Kong movement in prison.
You can just take
They
guys.
disappeared him.
Oh, yeah, America would never.
I'm not saying that America's
An
good.
election based not on merit, they would never end up in that position, Parkies.
I'm not saying that it wouldn't. I'm just saying that I don't know.
All
if
I'm
they're
saying
doing the
is
best.
meritocracy brought China, praise be, meritocracy brought China from a laughingstock nation with zero power at all to a world-defining superpower that can exist entirely in isolation if need be, without any assistance from any other country. Very few countries are capable of such a feat, and China is number one. I'm just going to say it. Russia fucking sucks. America fucking sucks. Israel certainly fucking sucks. Canada's not much
Awesome.
better. Canada loves killing people right about now. They're supporting a lot of things going on overseas.
I will say though that this
and
might be a
I will
correlation
say-
equals causation thing.
Note how.
Because I don't know if the meritocracy is the thing that brought them there. I don't.
What did? Besides leadership.
Convenient.
Convenience.
Convenience. Also, the sheer size of their
Explain how
population
convenience
is helpful.
works. They're not even the biggest country.
They're
Explain how
very
convenience
close.
works.
They're very close. Well, they could have been put in like certain circumstances that were a lot
Yes,
more convenient.
China was
for them.
put in such a great position by its enemies to become an economic superpower.
It's not that they were necessarily put in that position by their enemies, but they could have just. A very good reason is the land that they have. They have access to basically all, not actually, but the majority of rare earth mineral mines. That is true. So they basically have a monopoly on rare earth minerals.
So that these processes, this industrialization of China,
Anyone
is
could have
only
done.
a result of Mao Zedong and his difference in leadership. He is the one man who took China from nothing to actually something important in the global scale. And now China is peak, okay? I love China. It's been around for thousands of years.
I don't hate China.
They built a wall. They've got a wall.
Why they did that a while ago.
But that's epic.
I would say that they're not any better than pretty much any other country that's out there right now.
I would. So America, Parkies, the wonderful thing about China is, subsidies just kind of happen and stuff like that. So you just kind of get health care. And you just kind of
do that here too.
Parkies, Cuba, a poor
Which is not China, I'm
island
pretty sure.
with zero resources. Cuba has absolutely no exports.
It's pretty nice. I like
Cuba has zero exports, Parkies. They have gotten the shit kicked out of them economically since what the U.S. did in Bay of Pigs and the Cuban Missile Crisis. All of that took Cuba's power off the map, and they took it for themselves, and they took a lot of Cuba's resources, and yet Cuba still gives its nation, which is a lot of people, by the way. It's not nobody living there. There's a lot of people in Cuba, and it still manages to give all of them dirt cheap free healthcare, free food, shelter. It manages to cover the vast majority of these things, while we, a first world nation, can't keep up. There's nobody in Canada. There's maybe 4 people here. We are 2 of them, and the camera is the 3rd. And there's maybe one person over there.
Is the other,
And
the last person.
And Parkies, depending on how February goes, there will either be 1 less person or 2 less people. So,
Or 1 more person.
I am carrying a baby. I just think this is going to be the China episode. I've been going for 17 minutes.
I feel like we're just talking a lot about things that we don't know, and I'm scared that.
Who's going to correct us, Logan?
Yeah, no, you're right. I
Who's
don't
gonna correct
have
us?
anyone fact checking this. The issue is, like, what if we're terribly wrong?
I don't think I am,
It would
Parky.
be very embarrassing.
Cuba's a wonderful nation.
I
that
agree,
Manages
it's cool.
to be a very successful socialist nation.
But there might be, like, a severe amount of inequality that you don't know about. There might be very bad social problems that you don't know about.
That's so irrelevant to the topic at hand.
Not really. Those are important things to building a good nation.
Yeah, and there's no social problems in the richest country in the world, America. They don't have social problems there because they're so big
they
and rich.
don't. I'm not saying
and
they don't.
Because of
I'm
how
just
their
saying-
elections work, they never have social
can't
issues, Parkies.
say-
There's zero problems in America. Move there now.
You can't say Cuba and China are
You
the
are
best
paid.
places in the world
Parkade Pal
if there
one
is
took a bribe from the big Yahoo upstairs. You know who I'm talking about. $7,000 to say this on this podcast right now. They sold us out, Parkies. They sold us out for $7 from Big B, the Big Benjamin.
I just
okay?
don't want to be saying things that we may have not really done
I
research
will.
on, you know?
Anyways, Parkies, I just think that it's stupid to bring up the social problems argument when there are worse social problems in better countries.
You shouldn't say worse. You shouldn't say worse.
Really? I shouldn't say worse?
You shouldn't say worse.
Really?
Canada
Really?
has-
Shooting a woman in the street in America.
That didn't happen in
Yeah.
Canada. That didn't happen in Canada.
Oh yeah, Canada. I go 6 feet. I dig down, and there is a burial site of indigenous children, and it's just there. And the government doesn't care. They did it. Oh, and then also there's like 6 more that they forgot about
There's
in
a
the backyard of some
there's-
school somewhere.
There's a holiday that
Oh,
that
guys, don't worry.
celebrates reconciliation.
Don't worry, guys. We gave them a stat. That should make up for it, I think.
We also sometimes give money to communities.
Whoa. How much?
I don't remember.
Oh. So it must not be that important then, huh? If you can't remember.
Yeah. There's definitely things that are important that I don't remember.
How much
about.
money then?
I don't know.
Really? You think it's
I haven't done
$1
research
million?
on I haven't done research on it. Maybe it could be $1 billion.
You think $1 billion?
It could be. They make a lot of money in taxes.
Yeah, that's not how the government works, man.
What they don't.
Just because they make a lot of money doesn't mean it goes back to you. It doesn't trickle.
Well, it
down.
wouldn't go to me because I'm
You
not.
can't. You can't go to the
but-
billionaire, stick your tongue out, and go trickle on me. You can't do that. He won't
Yes, you
trickle
can.
on you.
He might.
He's not going to trickle down on you.
He might.
Trickle
Some
on me,
people
billionaire.
have these fetishes. Parkies, we're. I don't know. I feel
School's
like it's
been bad, Parkies.
Yeah,
I'm tired.
Sure, you know,
It's been rough.
Describe how-
There's so many fucking chuds in my classes. I've met 2 cool people, and I already kind of knew them. Not really, but we were in the same class.
You were
before.
like stalking them.
Yes. No, that's weird.
And if you're watching the podcast, Gregory and Jason,
I'm coming for you.
Are the problem, and we're gonna kill you.
Yeah, Parkies, I am not paid by the CCP. I do this shit for free. I do it for the love of the game, and I don't ever want anybody to say I'm a plant, because that's some fucked shit. I do this for
okay.
absolutely free. I remain broke.
If you were to be a plant, what kind of plant would you be?
Pea shooter. Anyways, Parkies.
I'd be sunflower.
Yeah, I just thought I had to say it how it is this episode. I just felt like I had to tell it how it is. This is truly the China episode. I've been so mad about this is like a vent episode for me. Parkies, you guys got a rant episode, and it's not even a solo episode.
Yeah, I'm fucking here, I guess.
You rant. You have 20 minutes.
Man.
See, you just think of nothing all day. You just sit there and you
No, it's not that.
you
I
fucking
just-
drool on the keyboard.
I do think of things. Apparently, I talk about school, and you talk about
China.
the CCP.
China. No, not
Yes.
even just the CCP. It doesn't have to be the CCP. They were under various other forms of leadership throughout their lives. Okay?
Yeah,
Throughout their lives,
China's
China's
good.
nation.
Their culture's awesome. The people
China's
are awesome.
wonderful. They have...
The government is not that good.
The government's better than America.
They're trying.
They're better than America.
I hate America too. I'm gonna be honest.
That's
but they're
wow,
a bad
dude.
government. They're trying to just capture another nation of people.
Okay.
They're trying to take land.
And
I
America's
think
getting
that's
rid of a
bad.
nation of people. What's better, what's worse, Jeff?
America's also
I
bad.
think China should get to conquer a nation every time.
No.
I think China should have the right.
The people of Hong Kong
I don't
deserve
care. I don't-
their. Okay.
I thought
maybe
nobody
they
deserves land.
Okay.
Earlier
Parkade
today,
Pals,
Parkade
I
Pal once said
said
nobody deserves land.
unless they need it.
They don't need it. They can just live on
I
Chinese
think-
soil.
I think that they. Well, there's also there's some problems with a nation being erased.
No, I think China should get to do it once every couple hundred years.
They might like erase the culture of Hong Kong, and
I think that's no. I'm kidding. That's
it's
not good.
pretty
Parky.
bad. I don't like that China.
But
does
as far
that.
as governments go, I think China is probably a better government to its people than America
I've heard
is.
Sweden's pretty good to its people. Why don't we talk? I like Sweden, guys. Sweden's pretty nice.
They have some made-up cave language over there,
I like
and
the
I don't
language.
really
It's
fuck
funny.
with
It
it.
sounds cool. I would move to Sweden.
yeah,
Sweden's
no.
pretty cool.
The Sweden, the
That-
Netherlands, they're all very spitting
Yeah.
examples of how a socialist
Yeah, woo.
socialist government
They are
should
socialist.
like kind of, but
They're
like
not communist. I'll tell you that much.
but like no one, there's like not a single government in existence that's like actually socialist by like the original definitions. They're all like still mostly capitalist leading.
But Sweden is definitely well. I mean, the way that modern socialism
It is the best
expressed
example.
is literally just a mix between capitalism and all the social programs that help
So,
its people.
The Sweden and the
not
Netherlands
die.
and stuff like that are very spitting examples of how you run like a good nation, because like it's almost like when you're part of like a
I do love when people say, like, this is back on your Chud argument. I love when people say, oh, but their country's too small. We couldn't scale that up at all. It would be impossible to, like, scale up, all of these social programs to much bigger social programs. It'd be impossible. And then China's the thing.
Yeah, and then China's a thing, and then also like you forget that like Germany did what it did, being like about yay big.
Yep.
Like Germany has very good social programs, and it's about yay big.
And it also
there's
did
a
it-
lot of people in Germany. Germany also came back from the brink of economic collapse. Sure, it was at the result of a Nazi, but as far as
No. The more impressive thing is that they brought themselves back from literal societal and economic collapse after World War II. After
before
the whole bad
World
thing.
War II, they did it prior as well, because after World War One, the
Franks were getting real bad,
Okay,
bad.
but after-
That's why
but-
World War II happened.
but after World War One,
yeah,
there was a unironic like set of bills passed in the UN, right? And
which was not the UN at the time; it was the League of Nations.
yeah, so
Goofy ass name.
the
League of
the collection of nations that Germany is a part of, which I believe is the UN, or is it the EU?
They're in both. They're a part of. They're in Europe, which is the European Union, and they're a part. There's like 2 countries not in the UN
Oh, okay. Well,
that are not there because they don't fit. Like they don't follow certain regulations, which is to accept like a overall area of human rights.
So-
or some bullshit like that. I forget.
Germany is in the EU.
Yes.
And after World War One, the EU, this is like actually like kind of fucked up. The EU passed bills and passed certain laws to try and make it so Germany stayed down, so to speak, and did not.
The European Union didn't exist back then. The European Union is a contemporary.
Sorry, the UN.
The UN didn't exist either. It's the League of Nations.
They're the same thing.
No, because
They're the League of Nations. My Hero Academia ass name.
the
first
League of
all.
Nations disbanded between World
and then
War
became
II.
what?
Well, it wasn't a thing, and then
Okay,
a
and then
new-
the same people showed up to run something different.
a new place.
Guys, I'm thinking of making a new government where I'm also still the president again. Anyways, like, go fuck yourself. You're paid by Israel. I don't want to hear from you. Anyway,
I'm not Parkes. I'm paid by no one.
Parkies,
I'm a free actor,
you don't know that.
and I'm also trans. It'd be a weird.
You're
road
a trans
to go
actor.
down.
We just talked about
It'd be a weird road to go down.
Parkies.
Considering what the Israeli government supports.
Parkies, the League of Nations. So the UN basically passed several bills to try and force Germany to never become a power as large as it once was. And in fact, I believe the words of the person running it at the time was
Woodrow
that
Wilson.
was that the German
love
people
Woodrow Wilson.
like cannot have like a nation as like they literally like full on like they decided that these people just don't get to have a nation that will ever be as successful as it once was. And then so they elected, Hitler, and he's a terrible fucking person, but he was a great leader for Germany. That is
Hitler in 2 episodes.
Hitler was an amazing leader for Germany's economic power, although he was still very bad for a lot
If it
of
becomes
Germany.
3 episodes, that would really suck. That would show a trend, guys. I
That
don't
would
know
show
if I
trans.
wanna-
There was he was good for the vast majority of Germany. Obviously, there was a lot of what he did with the whole Berlin Wall thing, which separated a lot of people.
Also,
Then there was
not good for the majority of Germany.
the majority of Germany was not Jewish at the time.
Yeah, but it's still there were a lot of human rights violations. It was not good for them. There was a lot of criticism from within the country against Hitler.
Yes, but what was
German people did not like Hitler.
Oh, many German people loved Hitler when he was first elected.
One of the people who were trying to assassinate him, one of the biggest assassination attempts against Hitler came from the military,
Yeah, of course.
the German military.
Yeah, it just happens whenever you get a Hitler. Whenever you get a dictator, it just happens.
Which the patriotic German people.
Yeah.
They
that just
tried to assassinate
That happens
him.
with every dictator, always, ever. You're just gonna get that. Happened with Castro too. You just get that. But as far as it goes, it is undeniable the economic improvement that Germany saw basically overnight. In the span of a small set of years, Germany went from non-existent to actively taking over stronger countries than it through military power. Which, obviously, taking over countries is bad, Parkies. But the fact that you can do that in a year, given the leadership,
Yeah,
There
guys,
are-
if we just ignored this whole human rights thing, it'd be really easy
That's
to make
not
a
what I'm
lot of
saying.
money.
That's
If we
not what I'm
took
saying.
a decent amount of our population,
What I'm
we
saying-
put them in camps and we forced them to work
what I'm
until
saying
they died,
is
we'd have so much more money.
So, an economy that was functionally non-existent managed to turn into one of the global superpowers in a small set of years, and was only able to be taken down when the largest countries in existence worked together to fight it. The biggest powers ever had to work together to fight Germany, which is the size of a fucking golf ball, man. It's like this big.
And they did it through slavery.
That is so stupidly impressive. And obviously how they got there, yes, there was some of that. There was a bit of internships going around.
There was the good amount of slavery. They had
And
some camps.
all of that.
About that.
However,
And genocide. That's, yeah, whoa. Whew. Interesting.
and this country managed to go from nothing to there.
So-
and then they went back to nothing after they lost the Second World War.
And the more
then-
impressive...
And then they went from nothing again to one of the most successful socialist
That's
states
the more
we've ever
impressive
seen.
one.
They've done it twice, and America can't do it half of a time.
It's
they
really-
can't even do it at all.
It's really interesting, too, because they...
Canada can't even do it once.
As far as I'm aware, last time I heard, which would have been years ago, Germany does not have any debt at all. Zero
no,
debt.
they paid all of it. They were saddled with an unfair amount of debt. They took debt that wasn't even theirs after World War II.
They're one of the biggest, for the World
fact-
Bank, which is run by the UN, they're one of the biggest people who loan out money.
In fact, they were... it was unfair, the amount of debt that the German... Because Hitler was dead. Nazis were no longer leading the country, so now you're just taking the German people, who at times had nothing to do with what happened, and saddling their whole nation with debt as punishment.
In fact, no one who was left behind in Germany, well, I shouldn't say no one, but
Very
literally
few. Most of the
basically
Nazis
everyone.
died, or were
Or
cast
fled.
out of their country. Yeah,
Or
by
fled.
the German people, because there was near the end of World War II, the German people themselves started turning on Hitler because his leadership was becoming absolutely erratic and schizo, even for the nation of Germany. So it was not really helpful for them either at the time. But these people were saddled with an ungodly amount of debt, and they came back and did it. And yet we send $6 more trillion to Israel. It's like, how are you such a stupid fucking chud that you wake up one day and you go, guys, Donald Trump said he can give us more money.
By the way, also, if you give more social programs and if you tax the rich, then all of the rich people will leave, so...
Doesn't happen,
That's
actually.
why I know.
Because they said that, you raise the tax on rich people in New York, and rich people will leave New York. They've been saying that since 2010, and every year there's been more rich people in New York. In fact, Jay Schlatt just moved back to New York, and he's the greediest fuck I've ever seen, so,
Jay Schlatt, come on our podcast.
Come on our podcast.
We'll get you over here, you'll sit right here, buddy.
Yep, you'll sit... No, we'll get you in the parkade. We'll get you in the room where it happens, alright?
It's a very open room. That's
We'll
not
get you
really
in
a
the
room.
the parkade where it happens. We'll get you in the car park.
And no one else was in the
Yeah, no one else
parkade.
will be there, so we can shiv you and take your wallet. But
That'd be good. We'd make a lot of money.
Probably
we could up the
not.
production value.
True, we'd have to not let him call his bank to cancel his debit card, so we can go withdraw all the cash.
Or we'd kill him. It's
I
not
don't
just
wanna-
stab him.
Well, I want
once.
videos. I don't want to kill him. I know he's retired now, but
Yeah.
he's still gonna upload on sleep deprived every once in a while. I don't want to leave.
Anyways, yeah. I don't know. I'd like to clarify a few things. I don't think China is that great.
China's wonderful.
I don't like Hitler.
Wait, nope, no.
Germany is pretty cool right now, but was not during World War II. And I like Sweden.
Don't like the Netherlands.
Yeah, Netherlands is okay, but I think I like Sweden more.
They have a higher quality of life in the Netherlands.
They have a lot of trans people in Sweden
Why? Blahaj.
because they can be
Blahaj.
trans freely.
Blahaj.
Although there probably is still
It's
decent amount of transphobia.
It's because
but
they made Blahaj in IKEA.
guys,
So Sweden is like the birthplace of trans people.
I'm gonna reveal something. Chat, Parkies. It's not blowhaj. It's blowhigh. That's how you say it in Swedish. It's blowhigh. It's not blowhaj.
I'm cutting this out of the video. In fact, I wish I could cut it out of my memory.
You didn't say
Blow high?
It's blowhigh.
I'm gonna blow you and say hi, bitch ass. No, it's not that. If I ever catch you saying that,
That's how I say it. I'm respectful to the Swedish people. Swedish people, if you're watching this right now,
unsubscribe. Fuck off.
you had a king at one point, and that was interesting. Anyways, Parkies.
You know how Costco changes the... Costco basically instantly gentrifies a neighborhood, and it entirely changes the economy of a small subsection of a city when a Costco
Are you
is
going to
introduced
say
there.
that IKEA makes
Does
people
IKEA
trans?
do that for, like, Sweden? Like, how much of your economy is dependent on IKEA? Because I don't know how many other Swedish exports you have besides IKEA and the funny shark. And also the bear. Jungle Skog is cool. And then the rat is also pretty cool. And all the other guys you have. I feel like that has to be like 90% of your nation's buying power. And I don't know where the rest comes from.
I should, as a trans person, go to Sweden on a trip. I feel like that'd be fun. It'd be cool to see the mountains and everything.
There's nothing
and
there.
And then go to IKEA, IKEA in Sweden, and purchase my own natural, authentic blowhigh. I do have one, but it's one of the shitty ones from Amazon. I think that it would be worth it, Parkies. Get ready for the main channel video where I take a trip.
Main
to
channel
Sweden.
video? This is the main channel.
No, this is the side channel, baby. That's a good video idea. Go to Sweden.
I think I win this one, Parkies.
That's not how this works. We have to do a game of skill. As in the last episode, we did a game of skill. What game do you want to do?
Who can talk about China more?
Who can piss the hardest?
Oh, so me. Dude, I'm like a fucking pressure washer. My loins break iron.
We haven't done like a random number generator. Whoever guesses closest to it wins.
Is that a game of skill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring up your phone. Random number
It's gonna
generator.
shock me again.
I don't care. Do it. You do it for the Parkies. It didn't shock you. You're fine.
It didn't shock me, guys.
Okay, Parkies. How big should the gap be?
1 to 1 billion.
Okay, but that's gonna be annoying if we both pick. Whatever. You pick first.
1 to 1 billion. Nope. No. You pick first.
You're gonna fucking Jeopardy me. You're gonna, or no, not Jeopardy. You're gonna go one. You're gonna price this right.
We'll go 1 to 1 million. Okay.
If I guess the exact number,
Actually, I will guess first.
if I guess the exact number, do I win the entire series?
No.
Because it's a 1 in 1 billion.
No, you still don't. It's 1 in 1 million. Wait, hold on. Let me.
No, make it 1 billion. If I guess the number, then I win.
Okay, I don't know. I added a lot of zeros. Hold on.
Okay, if I guess the exact number,
1, 10,
or if you
100,000,
guess the exact number,
10,000, 100,000, million, 10 million.
We also have to
100
show the
million,
camera.
Okay, there we go. Minimum is 1. No, minimum is 0.
yeah, it's 1 billion. Right?
I will guess first.
It's still no. We'll both guess numbers, and then whoever's closest to the number.
Yeah, well, I'll guess my number first.
Sure.
500 million.
Okay.
50-50, buddy.
I guess. I mean, well, it always would have been in theory
No.
because it's a random number. We don't know where it's going to be.
But it's who's closest. It's not who hits it.
500 million.
My guess was 500 million.
Yeah. So in theory, if I did 1, would be a bad number because then you would be closer basically all the time because you're right in the middle. So if I just guess, yeah, this is 50-50, huh? This sucks. Well, I think it's going to be a high number. I think it's going to be 500 million. 0.1. I think I'm right. Oh, you can go take that call.
500 million, 0.1.
Yeah.
Parkies, they win this one. It was 641,163,736.
We'll see you later, Parkies.
We'll see you later, Parkies.
Bye-bye!